Fairytale is back, and we start off where we left off with, and guess what? Jalal and God Serena are finally fighting. Because in the last chapter, they literally were just standing around doing nothing. But yeah, we start off back with Athena blocking the attack from Athena too. And basically Duke, once again, did what I thought he would do. He's going to threaten Wendy and kill her. But then instead of Rogue sneaking in and taking her like I assumed was going to happen, Athena just flashes her really bright light eyes, blinding the Duke, giving Natsu time to run up, grab Duke's sword, and just melt it. Natsu did what he always does, is punches the Duke, basically challenges him to a fight. And now Duke and Natsu are going to fight with each other. And of course, the two Athenas are going to fight. So I guess we finished up our matchups. Obviously, I still think there's going to be more involved with fighting Duke, because there's no way Natsu's going to fight him on his own. That just seems kind of out of place. The next scene feels kind of out of place because it's Rogue and Froge just wandering through the Golden Owl Guild, and they just happen upon a bunch of beaten up members of the guild. Froge bumps into one, and it turns out to be a mannequin, a doll. But we already knew that all the members of the Golden Owl were mannequins made by Duke. Well, technically they were made by the golden dragon god Viren. My point is, there's really no point to this scene unless there's going to be more to it later on. This is going to build up to something, because this is just revealing information we already knew, so it's just a weird page. I gotta say, God Serena really loves fighting. We knew this before, where he just likes to show off all of his attacks, like he did last time in the war. But this time, he's doing the exact same thing, where he uses his Earth Dragon against Jalal, and then he uses fire and wind and water. Like, he's just pounding Jalal with all of his magic he possibly can. Like, he just wants to make sure that he has 8 different dragons, and he can use all of them. Jalal, of course, counters by launching himself at God Serena in his meteor attack, headbutts him in the gut, but it doesn't seem to do any damage, obviously because he also has a diamond dragon as defense, and he punts Jalal through the ground. Now, I assumed he just smashed him through the earth. No, what happened was, when he hit him, he lit Jalal on fire, and it melted the fucking earth. Jalal is in a hole in the ground because God Serena melted it. And also, apparently, he's able to fuse all of the dragon attacks into one. Like, there's an attack that most Dragon Slayers use called Dragon Talon. He apparently can combine the Dragon Talon, the claws of the dragon, all 8 at once, and it basically makes a giant fucking explosion. He calls it the 8 Dragon Glorious Death. And yeah, the name is very apt, because it's kind of insane that you can just blow someone up with fucking dragon claws. Jalal, while in the hole and being blown up, he then uses Grand Chariot, and happened that I knew was going to happen. Now, normally Grand Chariot is a one-shot win for Jalal, but this time, nope. Serena was able to devour the entire magic of a Grand Chariot. Now, I expected him to be able to devour all magic, because he literally has all 8 elements: fire, wood, earth, metal, water, land, light, and dark. He has it all. He has all elements, so that means he can devour all magic. But the way he does it isn't like a normal Dragon Slayer, where they just suck it up. No, he literally produces all 8 of his dragons made from their element, and that's what devours all the magic. And the chapter ends off with Serena attacking Jalal with a darkness dragon. It obviously does physical damage because Jalal is screaming in pain when he gets hit, but Serena then says, "I will now expose your sin," which means there's probably some kind of psychological magic to the darkness dragon, where it's basically able to bore into your subconscious and fuck with you mentally. And so I'm guessing the next chapter is going to be dedicated to Jalal basically doing Jalal things, which is trying to find penance for the sins he committed. Because the fact is, Jalal never really got over the shit he did. He never was able to move past it. And I'm guessing this is the moment he's going to be able to do that. I mean, just the last arc in this very story, Loxus was able to finally separate the last part of him from his father by removing the dragon Lacrima from his heart. And in Fairytale, when you go through an emotional growth, you go through a physical strength and growth as well. So there's a high possibility, by overcoming all the shit Jalal is dealing with, which is a massive list that I don't feel like going into right now. If Jalal can finally get past that, this might actually make him stronger and be able to actually beat God Serena. So if this is really what I think is going to happen, where the Darkness Dragon is going to mess with Jalal's mind, there's a high possibility that God Serena is going to be the perfect therapist for Jalal. But hey, I guess we're just going to have to wait a couple weeks to find out. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Fairytale and other anime things. Thank you, and have a great day.